what are the qualities that you look for when partnering with a fintech? I'll start with Mr. Wissam Mahmoud from Mashreq.
For us, is really looking for a few data points. So the first thing we would look for is really a fintech with good adoption rates. I'm sure the panel will agree. Approach from fintech and discussions we get daily, but the key element, the key success criteria for a fintech for me is a consensus in the industry where the value proposition is actually worth paying for, and therefore attracts a certain amount of consensus from the clients themselves. So adoption, the word adoption for me is the number one criteria for a fintech for us to actually collaborate with. So that's number one. The second one, which we will look for, is their service model from a support model. So we have a very strict criteria about providing services and support for our clients. So we need to have a very robust service model. And the third element, obviously, is the commercial part. So we would want a stable fintech with a long-term commitment to a roadmap, with a fairly strong. We even look at the bench of the executives they have, and from the perspective of understanding their market and have a very good vision of their market. And these are the kind of the three key ingredients. Obviously, we have many other criteria from a technical perspective, but these are the three ingredients we look for: adoption, support criteria, and roadmap commitments. With taking all that into account, we'll be enthusiastic in actually onboarding services as a product provider, if you like to call ourselves. We would rather, for a speed to market, for a speed to our clients, we would rather join up with a fintech and I would add it to our platform. I would call our business a platform. We would add that to our platform of products as opposed to us building it from scratch. So these are the kind of the dynamics we work within Mashreq.
Great. Now, Abdullah Al-Mehri, how do you do things at Boobian?
I agree. I agree with Wissam. The ability to integrate with that fintech, what added value it can provide to our customers and to us. So these are the main qualities. How can we distinguish ourselves from competitors and expand the horizon of the services and the range of services and products that we can present to our customers? And of course, the trustworthiness of the entity we're dealing with and the vision they have. We need to be aligned in that vision and by that idea itself. So that's it overall.
Thank you very much. Dr. Leonie Lethbridge, would you like to add something on this?
Yeah, I think we're typically looking for, or we typically partner with fintechs more in the retail banking space than in the institutional or wholesale banking space. And there's a couple of reasons for that. One is we're only ever looking for really distinctive propositions where the capability has already clearly been developed and demonstrated by the fintech. As we work with our institutional and wholesale banking clients, we're typically delivering and designing very bespoke solutions for them. So we are then building those solutions on a one-off basis, typically for that client. That's a different game or a different proposition than in the retail banking space. We're still looking for something very distinctive, but that distinction may exist from outside the financial services sector, which by definition raises the question, are they a fintech or are they a tech? But which has got a distinctive proposition, which, for instance, may help us to verify identity in a way, in a particular and highly secure way, or maybe move funds in at very high speed. Those kinds of capabilities, which are where there is some kind of network, some kind of coordination effect required with others. Of course, we're always attentive to the aspects around security and, of course, the robustness of the firm themselves. Whether it comes to their financial stability or management capability or those kinds of attributes. And I guess when I say distinctive, we're looking not only for service distinction, but in some cases for product distinction as well. So that might be some new product features that we might otherwise struggle to be able to deliver. So quite different approaches depending on the client segment.